Slancha. Yo, what's up YouTube? So the last time I did a coffee intro was for a gear video. It was for my 15-inch Meinl Byzance dual hi-hats, and those are right there, and I still use them. Unbelievable set of hi-hats. But anyways, I thought, why not do that for another video, because I have something to show you guys. So I just got a new snare, and this is it. Dude, this thing is sick. This is a Tama nickel-plated brass Starphonic snare. So this is my last snare. This is the Ludwig Supralite, and you know, this is a pretty solid snare. It's definitely a great like beginner snare, I think, if you're getting serious into drums, because it's not, you know, it's not too pricey. I think it's like 150 to 200 bucks, and it's a solid aluminum snare. It has a really great crack. It tunes up pretty nice, but there was something missing from it. There was like I felt like there was a lot of character missing from this. It's not really fair to compare that to this, because this is definitely a step up or two from that snare, in my opinion. But yeah, so far I've had plenty of questions on this guy, on like social media, word of mouth, and on a YouTube short video that I did. So that's pretty much the only video I've shown this in, was just a 50-second clip on my YouTube channel. And a lot of people have been asking, like, oh, they're saying that they're interested in this. Is it worth buying? How does it tune up? How does it sound? Can you muffle it well? What are you using to muffle it? And dude, I gotta say, if you are looking for a new snare and you have something, you know, like a step under this, like the Supralite or something like that, and you just want a better sound, and you're not like overly picky, dude, this snare is like, just go ahead and do it. You don't even gotta play this. This thing, right out of the box, it sounded amazing. And all I had to do is like, just tune it to how I like, keep the bottom tighter, and then tune up the top, and dude, this thing sounds unbelievable. It's like, it's literally, I noticed immediately it had such a fuller sound than the Supralite, and you know, no offense to that, and you know, maybe you can really tune that up to be a great sounding snare, but this thing just right away sounded like a pricier snare. It made sense why this was significantly more money than that. Like I said, it was a lot more full sounding, and like immediately everything I was playing sounded better. And I noticed especially ghost notes. It's very articulate. You can hear like every note, especially, you know, you can really work with the snare here. Like I felt like on this, I had to just keep the snare very tight on this, on the Supralite. But on this, I noticed I can like tamper with this and really get a different sound. So if I just want like a very cracky snare and not much actual snare going on, after the fact, after the hits, then I could, you know, tighten this up. I can tighten this up and get a really nice cracky sound with very muffled, or, you know, I can loosen this a bit and get what sounds like more full to me, because you get the full snares going on, and it's a very warm sounding snare. A lot of people say that brass is kind of like in between aluminum and wood, and that's kind of what I wanted, because I wasn't sure if I wanted to go full wood snare, and I like metal snares, so I figured, why not go in between them? And dude, this thing sounds unbelievable. So before I show you guys on the kit exactly what it sounds like at different tunings and stuff like that, I just want to say that the cool thing about this is that it can be it's very versatile and flexible. So like I noticed if I took off all the muffling, it had that very like unique brass resonance where, you know, you really hear the sound of the metal, and there's a bunch of overtones, and it sounds a lot more unique than the aluminum, in my opinion. And that sounds really cool, especially if you're doing like Latin stuff and you really want to hear that. But then it came with this this muffle, like this O-ring, this plastic O-ring. So I have that on there, and then generally like my favorite sound is with that and just like a moon gel dot, or whatever these are called. just one of those, and then you still get a little bit of that resonance, but not too much. But what's cool is like if you don't want any of that resonance, you can just throw one more moon gel on there, and I noticed it completely cuts out the resonance, and you just have a normal snare that you can tune up to how you want. But then, you know, if you have some music or songs that you're playing to where you really like the sound of the snare coming out, then you can just take those off. So it's such a versatile snare. And again, like the ghost notes, dude, everything, you could hear every note, and that's what's different about the snare from cheaper snares, in my opinion. Now, you know, some people argue you can make a cheap snare sound very good, and I do think that's true. But I noticed, like, I thought I had issues with my ghost notes, and they're definitely not perfect, but this snare really brings them out, and I feel like a better player. And this is not a sponsored video. I actually just absolutely love this snare. So yeah, this is, again, the Starphonic brass nickel-plated snare, 6.5 by 14 inch. Let's put this on the kit, and I'll show you guys different tunings, different sounds, and then I'll probably play to a song or something like that, just to really show you. Let's get on that kit. Come on. Yo, okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed the snare in the video. I wanted to do like a demo because, you know, most of the demos on snares are just like, no one really talks about them, and they just kind of, they just show you like low, medium, and high tuning. Maybe they'll play to a song, but usually it's just the snare and they don't really go into depth in it. So for anyone who is like trying to decide whether they want the snare or not, I hope this video helped, because I felt like there wasn't a lot of videos that could really help people make the decision. I know there really wasn't any that helped me make my decision. I kind of just bought it hoping that it was what people were talking about. But so now you have something where, you know, hopefully you watch this and you either buy it or you don't, depending on whether you liked it or not in this video. Personally though, if you're on edge and you're thinking about how you want this, but you're not totally sure, I would just go for it. The snare is like, for real, one of the best snares I've played. I've never played any like $1,000, $2,000 custom snares, which, you know, generally speaking, they're custom made, so they're probably tailored to you better. They might sound better, but this thing is killer. So yeah, I definitely recommend it. And yeah, I'll put a link to where I got it from, sweetwater.com. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like, leave a comment, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel. We're at like 230 subs, which is pretty sick because we hit like 30 this month already. So yeah, we're doing good. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.